Ladies and gentlemen, I'm James Azzy, and for as long as I can remember, I think maybe when I was around 6 or 7 years old, I've always been watching YouTube, honestly. Like, even at a young age, bro, I was on, like the family computer and everything, on the family desktop. I mean, like, I was watching full episodes of Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic X, you know what I mean? Watching full episodes of Naruto and Dragon Ball Z back in the day. It would take forever to load in, and it was at like, what, 240p or 144p. I mean, ever since then, bro, like, I've been watching YouTube every single day. I grew up on YouTube type shit, you know what I mean? It's honestly like one of my favorite social media apps at this point. It's hands down my favorite, and I think it's the best ever. Here's like another great example as to why YouTube is the best platform to ever exist on the internet. My manager was smoking crack on the clock. What other social media website and or app will ever show you a 7-minute video of this dude, it looks like Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys over here, telling the story of how he told on his manager for smoking crack on the job and how he got fired from it.
I got fired for reporting my manager to the district manager for smoking crack and trying to fight people on the job. I was at a brand new job at the beginning of the year, and on the first day, I should have taken this as a red flag, but 4 cop cars pulled up 30 minutes into my shift, and some girl with dyed hair came in, and there was a screaming match in the lobby. It turns out that this was the manager's ex-fiance.
First day on the job. You see the cops roll up, and then some chick with dyed hair and everything yelling and arguing with the dude. That's a gigantic red flag, bro. I would have put in my 2 weeks right then and there on the first day, but okay.
They left, they went back to his house. He came back 20 minutes later, and then an hour later, cops came back again.
2 times the cops. Was it the same cops that just rolled down?
I worked at an automotive shop, so I didn't really go up front much. Well, within the next couple of days, I was able to get a kind of idea of what happened. So they had been together for over 10 years, and they were both avid drug users, and she came into some drugs, and she lied to him about how she got it. Drug dealer came to her and said, "Hey, I've been supplying your lady, and she owes a pretty hefty drug debt." He's like, "I'm going to need you to pay it up. It's your lady, that's your drug debt."
When I tell you that this is that lower income white ghetto bullshit, this is the type of shit that you never hear about ever. But everybody wants to talk about lower income ghetto black people. In reality, this is all the same thing. This has probably happened to plenty of black dudes out there like in the world who still live in the hood and everything. But you just never hear it from white people. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is why YouTube is the greatest of all time. It's the GOAT, okay? It can really bring us all together.
So he ends up taking his motorcycle that he has, that he rides all the time. He sells it off because, he loves his lady and he doesn't want to cause anything to happen. Sells his bike, takes the money, gives it to the dealer. Within days of paying the dealer, he looks at her phone and realizes she's been messing with the dealer. She goes crazy. He goes crazy. She files for an order of protection and then runs off with the dealer.
Now, why did I see that covered? Because chicks that do drugs, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like those chicks out there that be smoking weed and everything, that like you be hanging out and shit. She has fucked a couple of her drug dealers before for like an ounce of weed. That doesn't shock me at all, okay? Like, this message goes out to you dudes out there that be smoking weed with like your girl and everything. She's probably fucking the drug dealer. I'm just saying, bro. Like, you need to watch out for that.
For weeks after this happened, they argue all the time. She shows up at the job and the cops show up, and then eventually the order of protection is granted. He can't talk to her anymore, and every day that I come in, this man is just crying in his chair about the fact that she ran off on him. And then he starts screaming, and then he's yelling at customers, and I'm working on a job and he doesn't like the way that I'm doing something, so he tells me I'm doing it wrong. It's like, I've been doing this for 15 years, man. I know what I'm doing.
Dude, how the fuck are you the manager? How does he still have a job? What place do you work at? If I was the district manager and this is what my manager was doing, first of all, I mean, you have the cops show up to my place of business because you can't control your bitch, you're fired. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And then he'll try to fight me. I'm like, bro, if you want to fight, we can fight. And then he'll start crying again and then go sit in his chair and sulk. One day I came in, asked me to put a battery in a car, so it was a Honda or a Toyota. I go outside, I try to get the only Toyota I could see in the parking lot with the keys he hands me. Doesn't give me paperwork. Wrong car. Come back in, said, "Hey man, these keys ain't working." He said, "Wrong Toyota, it's the one on the side." I was like, "You only gave me keys." He's like, "No, I gave you paperwork." I said, "I don't have paperwork. You threw me keys." We almost got into a fight there. I got out of the car, I got out of the shop, went to my car, went to go leave, and then go tell the district manager or the owner. And he stopped me and apologized. I was like, all right, I understand. I know what he's been going through. I've been through it before. And then later that day, he comes up to me with a little bag. He's like, "Hey, is this yours?" "Nope." He's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah, buddy, you can do a hair follicle test on me. I'll pass. He's like, man, we got our own stashes of our own. He's like, just, you know, if it's yours, just let me know so I know, because with these cops keep coming around here, I don't want them searching anything.
Where the fuck do you live at? Like, where do you work at? Where the fuck are you, bro? I know exactly what they're talking about. Where does this take place? What state does this take place in? The fuck going on, bro? Everybody working there is a fucking drug addict? Are you fucking kidding me?
2 days later, I'm at work. He's having a hard time. He leaves, goes home, and comes back. He brings a cigar box. He's like, hey, I'm going through a tough time right now. What I'm about to do in this box, I need to do this. I can't get through this sober. I need to have something to keep me level. I was like, bro, you're an adult. As long as you don't fuck with my money or fuck with my job, I don't care what you do. Then, at that point, he pops it open. I'm thinking he's about to break out a razor blade in the mirror. No. This man breaks out a pipe, a rock, and a lighter. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, right here, bro, there's cameras around us. And he's like, nah, I know where the slim little hidden spot is, and he's just smoking. It's like, and after that, this becomes a daily occurrence where the only way this man can make it through the day without crying himself to sleep is to smoke crack on the clock.
And this is what happens when you don't pursue your goals and dreams and aspirations at a younger age. Because I'm assuming that like this guy is probably late 30s, early 40s, maybe, I don't know for sure. He's smoking crack and he's a manager of this automobile shop. He definitely has to be somewhere like 30s and above, right? He was wasting his time being married with this chick for 10 years, doing drugs with her, so I mean, he kind of brought that upon himself and everything, you know what I mean? And then like he decides to start smoking crack just to get through it. Oh man, a wife of 10 years left me. Oh god. Oh yeah, bro. Let me smoke some fucking crack. But you could have hit the fucking gym or something. You know what I mean? Like you could have listened to like that Sigma male music, like some David Goggins, alpha male type shit, and go for a run or something, bro. I can't go through this sober. I'ma just smoke crack and make everything fucking worse in my life. Like holy shit, bro. Like people are actually fucking retarded and do not deserve to reproduce children on the planet.
He doesn't sleep. He's just fucking running around crying. So then he comes back to work to smoke so then he can sleep on the clock. One day I come in and he's going over the top and we're about to fight. And we go outside, we go out back, we're about to fight, and he just collapses and starts crying again. It's like, I can't take this shit, dude.
How the fuck are you even still working there? I'm confused. I don't know what his life circumstances is, but like, dude, I don't know how the fuck you even still capable of working there. Like, day one, I probably would have just quit, honestly. Like, I'll be honest with you.
2 days later, I come in, and I'm like, hey, man, my kid's being born this day, and I'm gonna leave on Wednesday. He says, okay. Wednesday comes around. I'm like, hey, there's nothing really going on here. I'm gonna head out. It's like, is that cool? It's like, I'm leaving early anyway because I gotta go. My kid's being born. He's like, you can go. And then he starts going off. And then he's like, well, I don't know if you're gonna be here come next week. He's like, especially if I have anything to say about it. Like, what? I didn't even do anything. Call the district manager. I let him know the situation. The district manager knows of the situation because there's been multiple times where he's had to show up and send the other guy home because he keeps freaking the fuck out or he has no idea what's going on because he smokes so much crack. It's like, hey man, he keeps trying to fight me. He's coming in smoking crack, whatever. Within 2 hours of reporting him to the district manager, they let me go. It turns out that he owed the owner of the shop over $10,000 due to lawyer fees, paying people when they were supposed to be on lunch, and all different kinds of stuff. And he's like, he tried to keep him on to see if he would get his shit together. And within 3 days of me being let go, he was then fired because the cops came in and arrested him for violating the order of protection his ex had put on him because he was trying to track her down.
You know what, bro? I think it was just for the better, bro. Like, it was just for the greater good. Your child was just born and everything, you know what I mean? And, I mean, you had to get the fuck up out of there anyways because the manager was smoking crack on the job and the district manager didn't want to do anything about it. It just is what it is. You had to get the fuck up out of there anyways, bro. But whatever, just to see what that was about because that was recommended to me for some reason and it was just, okay, whatever. But yeah, YouTube is probably one of the greatest social medias. I generally need that too. I have something playing like in the background all day every day since I was probably like 10 years old, so it just is what it is. Anyways, subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'm out of here. I'm done.